Good evening, everyone. Okay, sorry for the delay. Let's start the class today. I'm sharing my screen. Can you all see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I said earlier, today we will have a Microsoft PowerPoint lesson. So it is a combined class for computer Tamil, computer English, and basic AutoCAD. So that's why all of you are here in the same class. So the class I will conduct it in English. Is that okay? Everybody can understand, right? Especially those computer Tamil students.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, so you can all put in mute. So any doubts, then you can unmute and ask the questions. So the recording will be clear. Okay, so today we are starting the basics of PowerPoint. We try to show this. Okay, so this is basically how a PowerPoint looks like. So how many of you know about PowerPoint before I start? PowerPoint is basically used to make presentation, right? So how to go into Microsoft PowerPoint? Just go to the search button in your computer, type PowerPoint. You should be able to see this application. So you can just double click and you will get the PowerPoint open.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am today I joined first. I am new Singaporean for IT. I learning AutoCAD, sir. Please help me.
Okay. So today is AutoCAD. There is no AutoCAD lesson. Today
Yes.
is PowerPoint.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the first class also in PowerPoint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Sir.
So don't worry. So everybody also learning today only first time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
don't worry, and you can ask any doubt if you cannot understand.
Sir, understand, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is how a PowerPoint application will open. So once you click, you see here, the computer will ask you, there is a lot of options available of what kind of presentation you need. And then you can just give me a second. Somebody. Just give me a second.
Hi, teacher. போயிட்டாங்க. Okay, Priscilla, நீங்க கண்டிப்பா பண்ணுங்க. நான் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண மாட்டேன். நீங்க போயிருங்க நீங்க.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so when you open a PowerPoint, so basically, as I shown earlier, it will be for those who came just now. You just go here to the search button, type PowerPoint. You will see this app. Double click on it. You will see the screen. So initially, you can start with a blank presentation or any of these design. For this class, I will just use a blank presentation. And then when I click, this is how the screen will look like. This is what I'm having here. So this is the screen. So in the screen, basically, if you see here, please follow my cursor, the number 1. This is called quick access toolbar. It is the same as what we learned in Microsoft Word and Excel. So this is called quick access toolbar. Number 2, this is for dropping down the ribbon display option. Number 3, this is called the file tab. Same like Word and Excel. The set of all the tabs are called as ribbon. So ribbon is number 4. You can see here there is a small bulb with a tell me. This icon is to do certain search. If you need any help, you can just go and type there, and the computer will give you some support. If you cannot find the tool, you can search and it will help you to locate the tool. You can see here there is a small arrow here. This is called the collapse the ribbon icon. So if you click this, the ribbon will collapse. So later I will show it in the PowerPoint. This is called the mini toolbar. This is called the slide bar. Slides tab. This is the slide, and this is the status bar. So no need to worry. Later after the class, I will send you all the materials you can learn. All the description, all the names are all here. So no need to worry. This class, we will learn about how to create a basic presentation, how to add new slides, how to insert text, how to save the file, and also how to insert various objects like shapes, pictures, and so on. Okay, so that's basically for today's syllabus. Okay, so now let me go to the presentation. So this is what we saw now in the theory. So when you open the presentation, this is the screen that you will see. You see here, the top, this is called the quick access toolbar. This is the file tab. When you click the file tab, it will come to this page. The set of all the tabs are called ribbon. This is all ribbon. This is the search button that you can see how to change layout, how to add video. You can search here. This is the ribbon option, auto hide, how to do. This is the ribbon collapse button. So this you can do. Okay, so this is called the slides tab. How many slides you have? You have this. And this is called one slide. Okay, and below this is called the status bar. Okay, so before I go into, I'll just show you a sample. Anyone have seen this kind of PowerPoint before? Maybe your supervisor or your manager do for toolbox meeting, or maybe show something to you during training, any training material. Have you all seen PowerPoint before? Anybody?
Yes, sir, I see.
Okay. Okay, so that is a purpose of PowerPoint. PowerPoint is to make presentations. When you want to do some communication to a team, you can use the presentation. Okay. So today's class, we will learn the basics, how to create basic PowerPoint. Okay. So first step, I have already shown how to open a PowerPoint. Next step, today we will learn about how to make a similar presentation. Like this, everything you can do. Okay. So at the end of this today's lesson, you can do by yourself. So when you have this new slide, so you see here, this is called one slide. So how do you add a new slide? You need many slides. How do? You can go to insert and click slide. And when you click on this, you can see there are a lot of designs of the slide, how you want the slide to be. So it depends on what you want to have for your presentation. Maybe if this is the first slide, usually it comes with the title. So this is called the title slide, where you add the title and a subtitle. Then in the subsequent slides, maybe you just need to have a picture or chart or text. You can choose accordingly. If you want to insert any chart or picture, you can choose this type of slide. You want to have side by side two pictures, maybe you can choose this. You want to have your own way of writing things, you can use a blank. So it depends on what you really wanted. Okay. So the next slide for me, I would like to just have a blank template. So I just click this. So for the first slide, maybe we can type, maybe say monthly safety meeting. So you can just type and insert the text here. So this is the title bar. You can type your text, what you wanted, and you can also format it. Same like how you do in Word and Excel, you can just use the format options here and you can do whatever you want. You can change the color, font, style, size, bold, underline, whatever you want, you can do. So you can try this. If you don't want the size to be too big, you can just drag the box, you can make it smaller. So now maybe in the subtitle, I want to enter, maybe this, since it is May meeting, I want to write May 2022. You can make the size smaller by dragging the box. And you can place it anywhere you want. So maybe for my case, I just keep it here. So this is how you insert the text in a slide. Okay. So before we continue, maybe let's save the presentation because you don't want to lose the information. So go to File, look at the Save option, click at the Save. Computer will ask you for the location. Just give me a second. Somebody is asking some doubts. Yes, Vijano, you have any doubt? I see there are two people who raised the hand. Any doubts you have? If not, you can lower the hand.
Starting also raise a hand, sir.
Sorry? From beginning itself, they raised the hand, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I reduce this. Okay, thank you. Okay, so computer is now asking you where to save the file. So you can decide where you want to save the file. Click on to the browse. And then you choose which location you want. Maybe you want it in desktop, then just select desktop. What file name you want, monthly safety meeting, maybe I want it to be May 2022. Then click on the save. Okay. So the minute you save, you can see that the file name is updated here. So the file is now saved in the desktop location. Okay. So now you have created a new file. You have inserted a new slide. You have done the saving of the file. We also have done the formatting of the text by changing the font and size. We are able to change. So far, any doubts for anyone before I go to the next step? Anybody have any doubts?
Oh, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. If no doubts, then we go on to the next step. Okay. So the next one is how to insert lot of objects. So for example, typically how a presentation happens is, let me show you the format, what I have. Okay. So typically how a presentation happens is, first slide, you need to create the title of the presentation. What is the purpose of this presentation, the title. And then you can have actually the agenda. What is the topics that you want to discuss for today? So you can create the agenda, and after that, each slide you will have talk about all these topics. So this is called agenda. Same like in book, you have the contents, right? Table of contents. Similarly, in presentation, you can have an agenda. And then you continue to insert more slides. For my case, like for example, I have a safety contact. Maybe before we start the meeting, we talk about safety contact. And then I have text here, I have pictures here, I have a table here. Then we talk about the performance by using charts, monthly performance by charts. And then there is a training, small training video. And finally, we close with the takeaway points. So this could be a simple example of a PowerPoint. Okay, now we are going to recreate exactly the same presentation. Okay. So this is our presentation. So we created the title slide. So next we need to have the agenda. So we created a blank slide, remember? Okay, how do we do that? I just go to insert, new slide. So I decided to use a blank. So now I have two. If I don't want, you see this slide is now highlighted, selected. That's why it is in red. Other two slides are no border. So if I don't want this, I can just delete. So that slide will be deleted. So now that slide is deleted. I have only one blank presentation. Now I will show you how to insert the text box. Go to the insert tab. Go to the text group. There is a text box. Click draw the text box. And you can see there is a icon change like this. You draw the box. So when you draw the box, you can see the cursor change to like typing mode. So now you are able to type all the information that you wanted. So maybe you can type whatever you wanted. Okay, so you type agenda and then you wanted to enter all the information that you need. Safety, contact. So same, exactly like what I have for the example, you can type everything one by one. Okay, so for the ease of time, I'm just copying this text. So you can just select all, right click, copy, and I can just paste here. So when I paste, there are 4 options available. So whether I want to keep the source formatting, that means whatever the format applied in the place where I copied, it will maintain. This is picture. So when I place as picture, it is like a picture itself. I cannot edit. So I don't want this method. I just want the format method, so which I can edit. Okay. So how do I put the bullets? Is okay, I show here, you keep here and insert in the home, the paragraph group, you have the bullets. You can choose what design you want. You will have the bullets. So this is how you insert the bullet. So now I have entered all the text for the agenda. So I can do the formatting again. Okay. So now we have created the agenda table like this example. Any doubts on this?
No.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So the next step is we want to create a slide where we have the text, we have the picture. We want to create such a slide. So how do I do that? I go back to our presentation, go to the insert, new slide, and I can choose maybe this slide or whichever you want, you can use actually. Okay, so I can choose this. So I got this slide template. You can see it is already divided. So I can put my heading here. Okay, so as I showed before, you can reduce the size, you can move the box, you can also format the size. You can do these steps. Okay, and I'm going to bold it. So I have created the title. So now I want to write the text. So here you can write about, okay, what are the topics? Maybe I write this sleep, rip, and fall. So same like this, you can continue to enter. Okay. So anyway, I'm not going to type everything because we don't have a lot of time. So I will just copy all the text that I already typed. So for your case, you should either type all the information here, or you can have, if you have all the materials in a Word format or from internet, you can just copy it. Okay, so now you can see that I have typed all the information. Maybe if you want more points, just press enter, you will get the bullets. You can continue to enter the points. So now I have the text. Next, I wanted to insert the picture here to explain. So how do I do that? I go to the insert. You can see here images. So I choose pictures. So I have my picture in the desktop. This is my picture and I insert. So now you are inserting the picture. You can do this method, or if you have it in Word or other report, you can just use copy paste. So both methods also you can do. Okay, so now you will have learned how to insert a picture. So next, what is the next slide we want to do? Next, I have a table. This is a table to explain all the hazards and the risk control measures. So how do I do that? Again, I go to insert tab. I will just go to insert a blank template. Okay, I have a blank slide now. So to insert a table, there are two methods. One is you create the table in PowerPoint itself. The other method is you have the table in Word or Excel, then you copy it here. So first method, I will show how to insert it. Go to the insert tab, table option, and you select how many, what kind of table. Okay, I think someone is so okay. So go to insert table and you decide how much rows and columns you need. So for this case, how many rows we need? How many columns we need? Anybody? How many columns for this?
Two columns, two columns, sir.
Very good. And how many rows? 1,
Row 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
12, sir.
We need a table of 2 columns and 12 rows. 2 columns and 12 rows. So you can
Draw table, sir.
you can do this, or you can copy, you can insert table. There are many methods. You can click this method. Go to insert table, number of columns is
2.
2. And this is 12. Now you have the table here. So you can continue to enter the text. Same like the example. So we have hazards, risk control measures. So we can type the same thing here. So we can do so. And here you can continue to type all the text, whatever you wanted to enter. You can also format it. Okay, you can select this and change to whatever size you want. Same like what I shown before. You can do the centering. You can also change the size of the table by just dragging it, make it bigger, wider. You can adjust this. You can adjust the size of which column you want, bigger, smaller. Also, you can adjust. So this is the first method. Okay, I'm not going to type all the text, but you can type here. So this is the first method. The other method is, I don't want to use from, I will delete this. I don't want to use from PowerPoint. I want to use it directly from Excel. Maybe I have the table in Excel. I just want to copy paste. So I have my table here in Excel. I already have created it in Excel. So I can just copy and I can just right click and paste. So again here paste, you can source formatting or picture. If you put picture, it is just like a picture. You cannot edit, you cannot change the size. Only thing, you can just make it bigger like this. But you cannot make it beautiful with a design. So I would prefer to paste with keep source formatting. Okay. So now it is not so beautiful. So I want to make my chart, my table with a lot of designs. So how do I do that? Go to the design in the tab. Design. You see here, there are a lot of designs. You can click, you can try. Whenever you select, automatically the computer will show how it will look like. So you have the choice to choose. So I choose this design. This is what I have in the other slide. And then I can just make it bigger. Okay. Then I can make the size bigger also to make it look nicer. So you just select all the text. You can change the size. You see, now it looks much better than the original table that we copied. So this is the advantage if you copy in editable format. Okay, now I have all the table here. So now you have learned about how to insert a table. So there are two methods. One is you create using the insert table option, and the other one is using the copy and paste method. Okay. Similarly, if you want to make any shapes, you want to create any shapes, you can use the shapes. Insert in the shapes, you can use the shapes. Whatever you want, you can draw. You want to put a flow chart, you can create. So you can also do so. Okay, anyway, this is not I'm doing today, but just to show you. You want to draw any shape and then you want to write anything inside, you can also do so. You can use a text box to click and write the message inside. So you can do this method as well. Okay. So what is the next step in our presentation? We have created this page with a picture. So now we know that in this slide, we use the text box. We inserted picture. In this slide, we learned how to insert a table. Next, we are going to insert the chart. Okay, so before that, you see here, we have a title. So in our presentation, we need to do the same. So I just copy this, or of course you can type that. So you can just go to insert, text box, and insert. Okay, so you can adjust the size accordingly, how big you want. You can change the position and you can change the format size. Okay, now I need to insert the another chart to show the graph. So I choose this title and I need a content. I can just choose this. So what is the title? You can actually just copy from here. Previous safety year performance. So I copy this. I use this for the title. Okay, and the title, I can format it to bigger size and bold. I have adjusted. So now I need to do a graph. So usually it is better if you do it in Excel. Okay, so create a chart in Excel. And again, today first I will show you how to insert from Excel and also how to do it in PowerPoint directly. Okay, so the first chart, I have it in my Excel. So I do not want to create a new one because I already have the report in Excel because I'm tracking the performance every month. So this is my all the reports that I have. Okay, so my chart is here. So what do? I just click on the chart, right click and copy. Go to the presentation and insert. Keep source format. So now the chart is inserted. Okay, or you can also, the next step is to create a chart here itself. So for this method, you first learn how to copy paste from Excel. This is easier because Excel to create a chart is more simpler and more easy because you have all the data captured here. So you can use the same chart in PowerPoint. No need to create a new one. So now I have inserted the chart from Excel. So you can actually adjust the position by dragging the chart up and down. Or you want to make it bigger, you can actually just enlarge it. Okay. You want to change it to a different design, you can also change it here from the design tab. So it's up to you how you want to present the data. So I'll just keep it like that. Okay. So now we have created the previous year's safety performance. You see from 2011 to 2021, I have all the reports of first aid case and lost work case. So I have this report. Next chart, I want to create a month to date. So in 2022, from January to April, how many incidents I want to have a report. So how do? I go to insert slide, insert content. I have inserted a new slide. Okay. So the title I can just copy from here. No need to retype. You can use from your data. So I have done this. So maybe if you, in this case, I will show you how to create the chart directly in PowerPoint. We may learn the second method. How do I do that? Go to insert and go to chart. So when I click this, you can choose what kind of chart you wanted. Maybe for this case, you want a bar chart or line chart. So maybe I'll just choose a line chart. And click OK. So if you see here, automatically, when you create a chart in PowerPoint, it is still opening a Excel sheet. The computer will automatically open for you, so you don't need to worry. And here you can enter what is the data you want. So I need to enter maybe January, February, March, April. And maybe here I will have same like this. Here what I have, first aid case and lost work case. So same I can have first aid case and lost work case. Okay. I don't want to have the series 3. I can just, so I have 2 columns. Now you can change that data. So maybe in January, you will have the report, how many first aid case. Maybe January, there's a 1 report. Lost work is 0. February, there is probably 3 first aid, 0. Maybe here is 0, 0. Maybe in April, there is 2 first aid and there is 1 lost work case. So you can create a graph directly in PowerPoint. You click here on the chart title, you can change that title. You can write month to date 2022 performance. You can do so. You now decide to change the chart type. You can also change here. You don't like this design, you want to change, you can change. Or you want to even change the chart type, you can go to the column type. Similarly to what we did before, you can change. And you can also change like this. So it's up to you what you wanted. Okay, so if you see here, first aid case in January, there is 1. January, there is no lost work case. So you can edit the data by right click and edit data. Okay. So edit data, you want to change any data, maybe something is wrong here, you can change. You can edit the data this way, right click, edit data. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts on this so far? Anyone having any doubts?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. Okay, I will move on to the next step then. Okay, so now we have learned how to insert charts. So that's the most difficult part. So we already have learned this. So the next is how to insert video. Okay, so this is interesting. So next we want to see how to have a video. Okay, so the agenda, we have covered the safety contact, all these things we have created. Next is the work at height training, for example. It's a small training video we want to create. So again, go to insert, new slide, blank slide, and you can have the header and put the heading. So this is the heading.
Sir, your voice very slow, sir. Cannot listen.
Can you hear now? Can you all hear now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you all-
Almost okay. Almost okay. Very nice.
Okay. Okay, fine. So now you insert the heading. So in the training, I want to insert a video. So how do I do that? Very simple. Go to insert and click on the video. So there are two options. If you have the video already saved as a video file in your computer, you can use the video on my PC. Okay. But I don't have my video in the PC. So I have it only in the online. So I click the online video. When I click on this, automatically it comes to this window. So I click it. Okay, I want to take the training material from YouTube. Right, search here. Work at height. Okay, so I clicked on this. So I know which video I want. I selected the video and I inserted the video. Okay, so the video is will be here. You can actually increase the size of the screen by dragging it. Okay. To see the video, actually you need to click on this slideshow option, which we will cover in the next class. But just for now, just remember that you need to click on the slideshow option here. When you do this, just click on it. You can see that the video started to play. Okay, so you can just pause. So this is how you can insert the video file. There is another method where you can insert it as a link. Okay, I will also show you that method. So I just move it, make it too small. I insert it here. Okay, so other method is I just go to YouTube. I just go to YouTube. And search for height animation. Okay, so here I have all the different videos. You can select which video you want. For example, I want this video. I select this. You can see you can have the link here. So just copy the link, Control C. Okay, so I just selected the link and I copied. So now I will go back to the PowerPoint. I go to Insert, and you can see here there is a, okay, you just insert a text box here and you go to hyperlink, insert hyperlink. Okay, click on the hyperlink. You will get this kind of window. Okay, in this window, you copy the address here. And here, what is the text you wanted to display? Okay. What is the error? Just give me a second again. Okay. I copy the address. Usually when you copy the address, the text also show the same text, but you can change this. You can just say work at height training video. You can change this and click OK. Now if you see, there is a hyperlink created here. Work at height training video, and you can use the, when you are in the slideshow, you can just click on the link. The video will be played in YouTube. Okay, because I have a different, okay.
Always use the proper access and egress provided in the scaffold.
So it will be opening.
Do not sit or lean on the scaffold.
Okay, so this is how you need to insert the video. So there are two methods. Either you can insert directly or you can use the hyperlink method. Either one method you can use. How you want, it depends on you. First method, this will be playing in PowerPoint itself. Second method, when you click, it goes to the browser, and then from there it plays from YouTube directly. So this is the only difference. So it's up to you how you want it to be. How your slide you want, you can choose accordingly. Okay, so this is how you insert a video. Then the last slide is you wanted to insert the key takeaway points. So this is very simple. You wanted to insert the takeaway points. This is very simple. You need to have a title and you need to have the text box. So you can just go to your presentation. You can have the text box for the title, and you can have another text box for the body. Insert these two. So the text you can actually just copy from your agenda. Okay, so I just copied. Then you select and you can do your own formatting like what we did earlier. So you format. Same way you copy, it's okay. For me, I don't want to type all the points again, but you can just insert it. Okay, you can use the bullets, whatever the bullets you want to say, okay. Always follow site safety rules, for example. Then the next you wanted, do not take shortcuts. So like this, you can continue to type what all the message you wanted. Okay, so I will just copy paste what I have written already. Okay, you can use the bullets. Select this and you can use the bullet option. You can enter because you want more space. You can use this way. Just press enter, then clear this. Okay, you can make the size, increase the size. And now you are done with your presentation. You can just go to save. Okay. So basically, in the first slide, we learned how to create a slide. then insert the title bar. The second slide, we learned how to insert text, how to use bullets. In this slide, we learned about how to insert picture. Here we learned about how to insert a table in two methods. Either you copy from Excel or create in PowerPoint. In this slide, we learned how to copy a chart from Excel. In this chart, we create, in this slide, we created a chart in PowerPoint itself. We did not copy from Excel, but we created directly in PowerPoint. And here we inserted a video clip in two methods, one directly embedded into the file, another using the hyperlink method. And finally, again, we use the text, insert text option, and we formatted. So that is how we covered all the topics for today, right? So this was the topic for today, and we have covered everything except add a header and footer. Maybe I can just touch upon that. If you wanted to have header and footer on your slide, you can just go to insert, click on header and footer. So header means on the top, footer means on the bottom of the slide. So what do you want to insert? Date and time, slide number. What do you want to insert on the footer? Any message? Sometimes maybe it is confidential, something like that you want to type. You can do so. And you apply to all. You see here, automatically, you can see that the date is here, slide number is here, confidential, the message is here. So you can use this method. Usually it's not very important, but just it is good to know. Okay, so we have covered the topic for today. Any doubts? Anybody have any doubts or any feedback? Or just give me a second, I'm stopping.